a traveler and a Pаймon? We were just talking about you.
It's been too long. I'll bet you have some thrilling new tales from your journey to fill me in on. I can see. Excellent!
What were you talking about before we got here? Something fun?
We were talking about one certain traveler and how two's company but three's a crowd as the inseparable duo tore around Teyvat, making 4 friends here and 5 more there, often at 6s and 7s as they braved the lakes and seas, collecting pieces of 8 and countless other treasures.
What the... It just gets...
Shortly, you may attend a grand banquet at Stone Gate. All will be dressed to the nines from a... Correct! It's a poetry gala, and Moндштадта and Liyue are hosting it. Do you still remember the promise I made to the distinguished director who here...
Oh, something about writing poetry together?
That's right. At the dinner table that night, I just knew this young bar, and now I've finally seized the chance to collaborate. It took me much trekking across in the spirit of friendship and poetry sharing. I managed to successfully organize...
Bit of a weird name.
Liyue's poetry is known far and wide, and Moндштадта is the city of wine and song. With 2 nations teaming up, it'll be double the fun. And the great Putao and I will be the co-hosts for this poetry gala. Of course, I haven't studied the various forms and formalities of Liyue poetry for very long, so please forgive my dreadful performance just now.
Not at all, Venti. You followed my lead most excellently.
You flatter me.
Well, this sounds like fun. Let's get involved. Oh, Paimon, sure you'll be amazing. Remember that time in Liyue when Paimon gave...
Oh, looks like someone's got a knack for this. Perhaps we'll...
All right, so basically you guys are here to discuss the activities for the poetry gala, right?
Oh, looks like little Paimon's brain has gained a wrinkle or two. You guessed it so...
Huh?
We came here hoping to invite a special guest.
I already told you. I'm not going.
Xiao, you're here too!
Never having penned a verse myself, how could I hope to judge the poetry of others? Besides...
Hey now, there's a first time for everything, right? We all start from itsy bitsy spider, and you don't even have to join us in person if you really don't want to. You can just watch the party from a nearby mountaintop but at least head down and take a look first. It's right by the inn, and there's plenty of fun
Besides, with the renowned traveler here, what is there to fear?
I'll consider it.
It's nearly time. Why don't you all head to the venue and take a...
Yes, that's right. Venti and I still need to discuss the poem for the opening ceremony.
Gotcha! We'll be on our way then!
Better watch out for Simon.
already. And a lot of them are familiar faces. Let's go say hi. Mika! Noel!
Oh, it's the traveler in Pаймon.
Are you here for the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala as well?
You said that with a straight face? Is Paimon
Representatives? We were sent here by the Knights of Favonius to help maintain order, but I didn't really do anything useful so far. Noel brought...
Oh, no, that's just not true. Your efforts were indispensable. You selected the venue, drew up the layout, and so on. Also, you're the true knight here.
What? No.
why does it feel like these two could keep the...
Anyway, Master Jane did say that as long as we keep on top of our work, we should take a look around while we're here. But I haven't written much poetry before, so I'm not sure if I'll fit in.
I actually have the same concern.
Yeah, plus, you won't be alone. We're joining too. The travelers have...
Really? In that
Perhaps. The challenge of writing poetry is a rite of...
Paimon wouldn't go that far. But anyway, no backing out now. See you soon.
Sure. Maybe you can teach me a thing or two.
Oh, Mika beat me to it. I was gonna ask for help too.
Diona!
Traveler in Pаймon? I didn't expect to see you here.
Are you here to mix drinks?
That's right. I was specially asked to attend this event on behalf of the Cat's Tail, and I'm also here as a mixologist representing the Moндштадта wine industry.
You're representing Moндштadt's wine industry?
Of course I hate it, but it's also a perfect chance to destroy the reputation of Moндштadt's wine.
Huh? How do you think...
All I need to do is add some gross ingredients to the drinks, and I can create the most...
Paimon thinks you'll end up getting the opposite result.
Just you wait! I ain't about to mess this up.
Are you gonna write some poetry with us too?
Poetry? I've heard plenty of bards sing in the tavern before.
You should join in. It'll be fun.
Fine, if I have time.
Time to go.
Well, look who's here.
Hey, Shincho and Changyun are here too.
I was actually heading into the mountains to train, but he accosted me on the way and dragged me here.
Oh, how your words wound me. Is it not the responsibility of an exorcist of Liyue to ensure that this celebrate? Besides, this is an excellent opportunity to meet heroes who have come from far and wide.
Are you talking about Noelle? Yeah, she's super...
Oh? Well, since you are so well acquainted, could...
Okay, fine. But don't forget to help me with my investigation like you promised.
Huh? What investigation?
Naturally, I could never forget such a thing.
Okay.
Poems and melodies wandering the wind, wafting to pastures beyond their home.
Two greedy fishies struggling to swim. They ate so much that they're starting to groan.
Animal crystal fly draped in gold robes, a bright little light from that glazed lantern glows.
Benches pinch the rice and scoot while the boars of the forest anxiously root.
Welcome, one and all, to this festival of poetry, jointly organized by Liyue and Moндштадта.
Or, in full, the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala. We're your hosts, Liyue's versemonger of the darkest alleys, Hutao.
And Moндштadt's liquor-loving lyricist, Venti the Bard. The purpose of this event is to promote friendly poetic exchanges between our two nations. So please, have fun, talk to other people, and make some new friends.
If you're here, you're our guest. So please enjoy this poetry fest.
I'd also like to reassure everyone that this event welcomes people of all skill levels. If you ask me, the most important thing you can bring to writing poetry is authenticity. That means reaching deep down to all the thoughts and feelings you usually hide away or struggle to express and putting them into words.
Just to help everyone really cut loose and enjoy themselves to the fullest, Venti and I have carefully prepared 3 themes to be revealed over the course of 3 days. Let's get right to it. The first theme is Riddle Me This.
Solving riddles, huh? Interesting.
Whew. I'm glad they're not making us write sonnets or...
Does everyone see the lanterns hanging around the venue? These have been specially prepared for the riddle game. Simply write down your riddle and hang it on a lantern. Then Venti and I will select a few to pose to the crowd, and you will try to solve them. We'll now give you some time to write down and hang up your riddles. Feel free to walk around and talk with the other contestants to get the creative juices flowing. And remember...
And with that, the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala has officially begun.
Oh, let's see what's on this leaf. A tender sigh for home, how far the flowers roam. A visitor asks me why. Okay, someone from Liyue definitely wrote this one.
I just read that one too. Liyue's poems seem pretty difficult to grasp.
Dreams? Sky?
So it means something like, this thing's really far from home. It's in a vast area, and it's flying really high.
Oh, you're amazing, Paimon! Oh,
It's nothing really. Once you've spent it...
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Back when I was out with the Grandmaster on...
But back to the riddle. We still haven't actually solved it. What could it be talking about?
something that flies high and far.
Oh, that makes sense. And Mondstadters believe that dandelions...
But maybe we're missing something? It can't be that easy. After all, it's a riddle from Liyue. What do you think, Traveler?
Great! Then we'll have one answer ready to go when the game begins.
Right, just like Venti said. As long as the interpretation makes sense.
Well, no matter what the real answer is, the guessing's all a part of the fun. Let's go look at the next one.
Oh, yes. I want to see if there's a...
This one says... I have 4 corners like a square pancake, but I'm stuffed and seasoned and carefully baked. I passed through... Oh, wow, Paimon's drooling from that one. Is there...
Oh, Paimon. You have to look past...
Huh? So have you got...
Singcho just hung that riddle up a moment ago.
Oh, so this is Shincho's riddle! You know,
This festival is about building friendship and mutual understanding. With so many friends from Mondstadt present...
Hey, not bad! So, buddy, does...
Not a chance. You'll have to wait for the answer to be
Meaning...
If that's how you feel, why don't you try and...
Maybe Traveler, you'll help Paimon come up with a riddle, right? Ha! At least you...
Then I look forward to...
Ha! Pip! Even though Paimon said... Let's start by reading a few... On 4 long legs, my slim body sits. I eat not a bite and drink not a sip. With a passionless face, I greet countless guests. Is this talking about some kind of animal? It's a chair. Huh? Diona, how did you get... No, of course I didn't write it. The answer just... I'm always telling the cats in the tavern that the chairs get tired from working all the time.
so they shouldn't use them to sharpen their claws.
Oh, okay. So a riddle needs to have...
Are you trying to write one?
Yep, and thanks to you, Paimon's just thought of one.
Maybe I should try to come up with one, too.
All right, Paimon's riddle is now hanging up.
Nah, no need. I don't really...
Oh, okay then. Well, looks like it's...
Sure, have fun.
Hey, looks like everyone's about done mingling, and Venti and I have selected several riddles from everyone's contributions, and we added a few of our own. If your riddle gets selected, remember that you have to announce the correct answer at the end. Anyone who guesses correctly gets 1 point, and if nobody guesses...
Of course, when the riddler reveals the right response, it only counts if everyone agrees that it's not too far.
That's right. Now...
Hopefully they'll draw at least some that I can get. Oh no, does only the first person to solve it get the points? Ugh.
Please choose Paimon's riddle. Please choose Paimon's riddle.
Riddle number 1. Let me see here. I have four corners, like a...
They drew Shincho.
Better answer as quickly as you can. You don't want someone else.
You... Oh, brat. It's...
Even without the author coming forward, I can... And while I'm no expert in exotic dishes, if I'm not mistaken...
But eating pizza makes you happy, and Okay, Paimon admits she may have jumped the gun on this one.
Maybe it's some other kind of food. No. Riddles are never that simple.
If Paimon had known it was gonna be this tough, she'd have read more books in her time. What is it? Have you got it? Huh? Oh, gotcha! Bucks! The answer is bucks!
That was quicker than I expected. I was quite proud of that one.
Oh, it appears the riddle writer has announced the answer.
Huh? So the answer was books? Oh, how did I not get that?
We're awesome at this! Oh, what Paimon meant to say...
On to riddle number 2.
I gotta get in there first this time.
High above the wispy clouds, amidst the gloomy snow-filled shroud, standing alone on an icy stage, beneath it every lowly sage.
Oh, it's...
I got it!
Looks like those two have some ideas.
Mika, please go ahead. As a full knight of Favonius, you represent...
No, how could I?
My answer isn't necessarily correct.
No, I didn't.
How gracious and considerate our fellow competitor. How about both of you say your answer at the same time? If you're... Oops, I didn't realize we'd made such a scene.
Oh, crud. Hey, so, Noelle,
Yes, let's. Our answer is...
Cecilia.
Oh, that certainly sounds like a good candidate for the correct answer. A flower that blooms on the highest peaks and known for its although since the writer hasn't yet come forward to announce the answer,
I can't believe I was wrong.
Is the answer Jingshin? The poem does evoke a strong sense of quiet, proud solitude in a high place.
Correct. I wrote this one. Jingshin is the right answer.
No! Shinjo got it before Paimon.
However, after listening to the host's description, I do remember reading about Cecilia flowers in a book once. So I'd like to approve the answer from our two friends from... Really? Oh, thank you so much. Well, since even the Riddler themselves agrees, all 3 contestants earn a point each.
Darn it! Shinjo's caught up to Paimon already. Yeah, you're probably right.
Moving now to our third riddle. Huh? Why is what's got no wings but flies in the air, never gets tired of floating up there, so full of mora it comes out the nub...
It's Paimon's! They picked Paimon's riddle! Yay! What is it? Why isn't anyone guessing?
That's not quite it. More like, It's so
What? No way! Well, go on.
The answer is Paimon.
What?
It's Pаймon.
I was actually gonna say Paimon too.
Me too.
No! You're all completely wrong!
Pаймon, do you have wings behind your back?
No.
You're always floating, but you never seem to get tired of it.
And Paimon has a very healthy appetite, which must cost the traveler a lot of mora and meal expenses.
I've heard from the senior knights that the traveler rescued Paimon by fishing her out of this.
Glug, glug, glug. Wait. Now Paimon's doubting herself. What was the answer again? No! You're all wrong. The answer to Paimon's riddle is obviously the Jade Chamber!
Is that so? I still maintain that, in fact, if we just added 2 more lines to the poem, it would be the perfect.
Huh? What do you want to add?
The traveler's companion and talkative guide, a praiseworthy presence always by their side.
Aw, do you mean it? Can we really add that part? You think so cute? Okay, then Paimon would like to announce that the correct answer to...
Great! And with that, the white.
Guessing riddles is a lot of fun. And even though Paimon didn't manage to beat Shinto... Oh, didn't Changyu mention he was investigating something before? Hey, you two!
Oh? Hi, Pаймon.
Oh, are you collecting your prize right now?
I am indeed. Though, if you really want it,
Seriously? Wow!
A most generous donation by yours truly as director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, namely.
Nope, nuh-uh, no thank you, hard pass, you can keep it.
are you sure? In that case, I'll gladly take it.
Here you are. Now remember, this package comes with our anytime, anywhere, on-demand collection service. Just give us a call and we'll be right there.
So, to what do we owe the honor, Pаймon?
What do you mean we? Changyun's the one Paimon's looking for,
Oh, yeah. That.
How about I put it in riddle form?
Huh? Isn't the competition...
'Twas like a demon not demonic, or devil devoid of the diabolic. Afar it floated free above the ground, but when...
Sounds to me like you encountered a...
Perhaps I should just explain it. Basically, while I was training this morning, I suddenly caught sight of a non-human entity. It was floating in the air without any kind of external aid, and its body was almost transparent. At first I thought I'd finally encountered a demon that wasn't repelled, but none of my methods had any effect on it. And when I went to try and get a closer look at it,
You're sure it's not a ghost or spirit of some kind?
quite sure. I could sense that it had a physical body. And if it were a spirit, it's all my fault. I got overexcited, and in my haste, I didn't ascertain its true nature before taking action. Thinking back on it,
You shouldn't blame yourself. It was something you'd never seen before. And besides, we're making up for it now by doing our best to find out the truth.
Any thoughts, Venti? Have you managed to untangle...
Why don't you take a guess first, Tutal?
Oh, that means you have...
I can't be absolutely certain, but I'm reasonably sure it's not what Liyue would call an evil spirit or demon. How about this? We can incorporate a search element into...
Oh, does that mean we get to play outside while we write poetry?
Close! But good ideas could just pop into your head out of thin air, but if you ask me, everyone should relax tonight and get a...
You say that, but your gaze keeps drifting over towards the one...